Hi, Gaye DeRusso with the Majestic rider. Cayenne is over there. He's the Icelandic single footer cross. And what I'm going to talk about as you watch him run around is the horse that can be a little lazy and it's a trickster. And what do I mean by that? Those are the horses that act lazy. You can't get them to move. You try to run them around. They won't do anything or listen to you. And then they can be explosive under saddle at times, and you can't figure out why. These horses, which he can be a little bit of, he's not explosive, but he's a faker. You really got to get them going. You got to use something that gets their yayas out. So you might have to chase them. You might have to hit them. You might have to take a jar of quarters and shake it up behind them and get them moving their feet. So you get that energy out, because otherwise they store that energy up for months and months and months. And then one thing happens and your horse blows up and you're like, he's been fine. Nothing has been wrong with him. Why did he do that? And you can't understand why. That's because he's been holding it together for all those months, not doing anything bad, and then something set it out, and then all that months of energy came out at once and probably made you go flying through the air. So even if your horse is lazy, it's not energetic, it is dull. Horses are meant to move. You got to get them to move and get that energy out. A lot of Rockies are like that. They're very calm and they fake it, and then all of a sudden they explode. And again, people don't understand why. You got, especially when they're young, you know that energy is in there. This is a young horse. Get it out before you get on. Let them run around, okay? Naturally, horses buck, rear, run around, they act crazy, they play. Get all of that out. You see, I'm just whipping the whip like this. It's not like I'm chasing him nutty or anything. I'm just moving, creating some energy, and then it's up to him if he moves around or not. But he came in here, and when he's by himself, he doesn't do anything. He just walks around and plays with things. He doesn't run around. And so that's what you're trying to do, is keep yourself safe. He's getting closer to being done. And you got to know your horse. He just opened the gate because our lock is broken. But you gotta, there he is. You gotta know your horse and know when they're done. And he's pretty good. I'm gonna ride him in the arena. So I know he's done enough that he'll be safe for me to ride in here. But if you don't do that, you'll never know if they have the energy in them. I always tell people, if you're unsure, I want you to try to go spook your horse. Scare the heck out of it. And if it blows up, well, guess what? It wasn't ready. So if you're not sure, do things on the ground, like stomp your feet, bang things, smack the fence, do anything that creates more noise, and see if that horse blows up, because when they're ready to ride, they won't blow up at any of those things. So if it's jumping on all the things you're banging on, it's not prepared well. And it's better you do some more running around than some lunging. But use lunging where you're giving them a job and focusing them. You don't want to run them around and make them crazy. That's not the point. But the quieter horses will fake it. They will hold it in, and then it will all come out at once. So make sure you always run them around, lunge them, round pen them, whichever, but move their feet, get some energy out for 10 minutes so you can have a safer, better ride. He's a cutie, isn't he?